Plato was a renowned ancient Greek philosopher and one of the most influential figures in the history of Western philosophy. His life and teachings had a profound impact on subsequent philosophical thought and continue to be studied and debated today. Here is an overview of his life and key events: early life and education, birth and family. Plato was born into an aristocratic family in Athens, Greece, around 428 or 427 BCE. His birth name was Aristocles, and Plato was a nickname possibly derived from his broad shoulders or his wrestling prowess. As a young man, Plato became a student and close follower of the philosopher Socrates. Socrates' method of inquiry and emphasis on moral and ethical questions deeply influenced Plato's philosophical development. After the execution of Socrates in 399 BCE, Plato left Athens, disillusioned by the political climate. He embarked on a series of travels, visiting Egypt, Italy, and Sicily, where he studied mathematics and philosophy. Upon his return to Athens, around 387 BCE, Plato founded the Academy, one of the earliest known institutions of higher learning in the Western world. The Academy provided a structured environment for philosophical inquiry and attracted students from across the Mediterranean. Plato's philosophical ideas are primarily conveyed through a series of written dialogues, many of which feature Socrates as the central character. Some of his most famous works include the Republic, the Symposium, the Phaedo, and the Phaedrus. In these dialogues, he explored various aspects of ethics, politics, metaphysics, and epistemology. One of Plato's most enduring contributions to philosophy is his theory of forms or ideas. He argued that abstract, ideal forms of objects and concepts exist independently of the physical world and that true knowledge is knowledge of these eternal forms. Plato was deeply concerned with the question of justice and the ideal state. His work The Republic outlines his vision of an ideal society governed by philosopher kings who possess knowledge of the forms. Plato was critical of Athenian democracy, believing it led to mob rule and demagoguery. He preferred a more hierarchical and philosopher-led form of governance. Plato's ideas have left an indelible mark on Western thought. His dialogues have been studied for centuries and have influenced philosophers such as Aristotle, Augustine, Descartes, and many others. Plato's exploration of topics like justice, morality, knowledge, and the nature of reality continues to be debated and discussed by scholars and philosophers to this day. The term Platonic is often used to describe an intellectual or spiritual relationship that is characterized by a deep, non-romantic connection, reflecting Plato's emphasis on intellectual pursuits. Plato's life and philosophy have had a lasting impact on the development of Western thought, making him one of the most enduring and influential figures in the history of philosophy.